Hi guys, it's me again. So I know it's been a couple months since I've been on here. I'd say about maybe 2 to 3 months since I've really, I guess, made a video because I've just been going through a lot lately and a big change, in my life. So it's something I had to get used to that I still haven't fully gotten used to. And honestly, I don't know how long it'll take for me to get used to it, but I figured, you know what, it's enough moping, so I wanted to make a video today. And I wanted to talk about surgeries because I see a lot of trans women get surgeries, and it looks fantastic. Okay, at least 90% of the ones I see look really good, and I wanted to talk about how you don't need them to be a woman. Because yes, you know, surgeries they do a lot. I won't lie. Surgeries can do a lot of things. They can feminize your face to feminizing your throat to giving you breasts, which I have none, as you can see. But I want people to know that you don't have to have these surgeries in order to be a woman or to feel pretty because regardless if you get them, you're still a woman. You always will be. Or you're still a man if you are a trans male. You're still you. You don't need these surgeries to define who you are. Yes, they can help with confidence and they can give you a huge boost. I don't know, an ego maybe, and make you feel better, make you feel more prominent in your gender identity, you know? And I understand that because if I had a trachea shave, honestly, I would feel so much prettier. I would feel amazing. A lot of dysphoria would go away. I would feel great. But I don't want it to be to where I think that I need it to be pretty or I need it to pass or I need it to do this because it isn't something you need. It's just something you would. Well, I can't say that because some people do need it because dysphoria does get bad with some people, and sometimes it can often lead to thoughts of suicide and or attempt. So some people, I will say, yeah, it's probably necessary because they can't live with themselves the way they are because they're not comfortable with it. They don't feel like themselves. So that is completely understandable. And girl, if you can afford that surgery, get it. Cause if I could afford, the trachea shave, I honestly would get it. A while ago, I made a post on my Facebook. Obviously, I don't think any of you guys seen it, but I was talking about how surgery to me is a luxury. And so many people laid into me or whatever, like, it's not a luxury, it's a little, I don't remember what they said, but they said it's not a luxury. I said, to me, it's a luxury. Okay, imagine two people going shopping. One, a rich woman who has, you know, diamonds decorating every finger, as opposed to the poor old woman who lives down the street with I don't know what in some shack. Okay, and she's got I don't know $7 in her pocket, and this rich girl got like 30 grand chilling in her purse. And they both go in there. The rich woman instantly goes to everything that is high brand or name brand or expensive because she can afford it, and to her, that's she wants the best. If she can get the best, she wants the best, right? I mean, come on, y'all know if y'all were rich, if you had tons of money, you'd be getting everything that's name brand and everything that is better than generic or off brand. So she's packing in all this, and she gets all this with all this money, and this old woman can only get, say, two or three things, and those three things are off brand and really cheap. Well, price affects quality. That is very true. So she is stuck with these three things that's all she could afford, and it's extremely cheap. To her, having everything that is in that rich woman's cart is a luxury because she can't afford it, because she can't have it. So in the same way, that's how I see surgery. I see it. Other people can afford it, but I can't. So to me, it is a luxury because it's probably something I will never be able to afford. So to me, it is a luxury. And people just weren't hearing that. I was like, girl, you're not seeing it from my side. I see what you're saying why it's not, but you need to see why I'm saying why it is to certain people. I'm not saying to everybody it's a luxury, but to people like me in my situation, it is a luxury, and it is not something I can afford. Now, I can't say I'd never ever get it, but honestly, most likely, I don't think I will. So I have to work with what God gave me, which is the no boobies, flat chest, and that other part that we do not speak of ever. No, I'm just kidding. I don't hate my body like that, so having a penis doesn't really bother me. It doesn't. I guess that's not true because sometimes it does, but only because it's like there all the time, and it's usually annoying. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to put on a bathing suit and not have to worry about tucking, or I want to wear shorts without having to worry about a bulge popping or whatever. And I think obviously every trans girl goes through this, just like how a trans man wants to not worry about having a chest. But I just wanted to tell y'all that you don't need surgery to really be who you are, because being a woman doesn't require surgery. It doesn't require fancy clothes. It doesn't require tons of makeup. It doesn't require those things because you're still a woman. Regardless of what you can afford and what you can't afford, you know who you are. And you're just as beautiful as anyone else who had surgery. Nobody's the same. Some people can afford it, some people can't. To me, it's a luxury. Some of you obviously may agree with me or disagree with me, you know? And it's important that you don't let your self-esteem drop because you can't afford these things. Because if you do, you won't stop tearing into yourself. I know because I've done it. I've seen, like, for example, Gigi. She's beautiful. Beautiful. And she's able to afford these surgeries, and it just made her even more beautiful. And I get envious when I see it. And therein lies the problem. When you get envious, you judge yourself. You tear into yourself. So I wanted to let all these men and women know you don't need it. You're still beautiful. You're still handsome. And surgery is not going to change who you are. So regardless of what you have and what you don't have, you know who you are. Yes, it may be a little easier if you had, SRS or a trachea shave or breast augmentation or a breast reduction or removal or whatever. But even if you don't have it, even if you never have it, you're still you. You're still amazing. You're still great. You're still perfect. Because you will always be loved, regardless. Even if it's just your family or it's just your friends, those are all people who will continually be there for you and love you and support you. And regardless of what surgeries you have, I just wanted people to know that because it's something that I often struggle with. And it is something that's, usually on my mind because I do feel inferior when I see these things, and I don't want to feel that. I want to feel comfortable in my skin. I want to feel that I'm beautiful without all of these surgeries. I want to love who I am because I can't be anybody else. I can only be me, just like you can only be you. So, do you, and if you want to get surgery one day, then by all means, and you can afford it, by all means get it. Because if that's what you want to make yourself happy, I am not standing in your way. I'm not saying you don't need it. I'm just saying, you don't need it to be you, is what I'm saying. But if it makes your dysphoria better, or it removes dysphoria, then by all means, get it. Because I want you to feel comfortable in you. I just wanted to share my experience with it and let everyone know you don't have to have it to be beautiful and you don't have to have it to be handsome because you're you. You're already doing great. Just being you, just putting on that dress every day, just putting on those heels every day, just wearing that chest binder every day, you're a hero because you're fighting for something that is very important. And that's beautiful. No one can take that away from you. I love you guys. I think that's where I end the video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, whatever floats your boat. And if there's anything you want me to cover or speak about, I can. And if you don't agree with me on certain aspects, I understand. Everybody has their different points of view, so everyone is free to them. Be blessed, y'all.